Hello everyone, welcome to our home. Today I'm going to show you what it looks like to be about 90% set up for a baby to arrive in a 500 square foot apartment. It's technically a duplex that we have. So we just share one wall with a neighbor, which is nice, and then we have a shared backyard. And yeah, just gonna show you what this looks like. So first off, once we enter in the doorway, we have over here our changing table. This may seem like a strange place for a changing table to be, which you'd be correct, but it's really the only place that fit. We heard lots of things about whether or not you should actually get a changing table and whether it was necessary. But we decided, since they were $30 at IKEA, we might as well have the extra storage. So if you look over here, I disguised the bottom part of it just so our dog doesn't try to get into any of the diapers and wipes and that sort of thing. We've got a few little things on the side to store diaper cream, all that stuff. Eventually we'll have our cloth wipes set up out here. And we've got our little humidifier as well for if the baby gets sick. We'll probably stick that on our nightstand. We found one that we got at our baby shower that's nice and tiny, so it doesn't look like our apartment's being taken over by baby things. And then if we look over here, really everything else is the same in this area. Just our living room. We've got our IKEA furniture. We love IKEA because it helps us get furniture that's the right size for our place. And so I'm going to take us over here. We've got the usual dining room table. Right here we've got, right next to this back window, kind of our little office space. I write random notes on this chalkboard. It's where we stick our bills, books. We have a charging station. It's kind of our office. But we also have plenty of books on the bookshelf. We tend to intermingle the kids' books with the other books because we don't have a bookshelf exclusively for that. So they're just all around the house. And then we have a little chair. Again, IKEA chair. Really, Hiccup uses this mostly because he likes to sit by the window, but I anticipate there will be some late nights nursing in that chair. There's also the nice white noise from the refrigerator, as you can see, which is right next to it. This is our tiny little kitchen. I need to do dishes. The main thing with this kitchen is there's not that much to store right now in terms of baby things, but there is the issue of there's not much counter space, and so that's just a general challenge, but we make it work. We have over here, got like our pull-out cutting board, which is nice to have, and then I actually stuck this cutting board on the stove because we don't really use those two burners anyway, so might as well have a bit of extra space that we can use for chopping up veggies and stuff. But yeah, we also have tendency to just not have anything because of our limited counter space that we don't use regularly. We would even not have this microwave over here because it takes up so much room, but it was here with the house when we got it, so we don't really have anywhere else to store it, so we might as well use it. And so now I'm going to take us over to our utility room towards the back door. This is pretty much where our laundry lives, and then we got some storage. Really anything that we're kind of on the way of taking out of the house ends up in here, like our recycling, various storage of vacuum cleaner, all that stuff. And we've got our little backyard out here. As you can see, got a tiny raised bed, and there's more backyard too. This is just Hiccup's enclosure that he likes to use to make sure that he doesn't run off somewhere. But yeah, we're excited that the weather's actually nice enough that we can use the outside space as well, even if our apartment is tiny. And now we're going to go over to the bedroom, which is our nursery as well, because we live in a 1-bedroom apartment. So here we have, we move over this way, our nursery nook. So I've got, I actually Googled, I got so tired of looking at rocking chairs that were too big, I looked for a camping rocking chair, and that's how I found this one at REI. And it doesn't rock quite as well as a normal one would, but it does the job for a really small space. And then we've got our little whale-themed fun mini crib. It's smaller than a standard crib. And we actually found this on Craigslist in town, and it has been great. The lady actually who sold it to us found out we were first-time parents and then gave us a bunch of other stuff. So it's been great to just get stuff from community members and used. And really, we have barely spent any money on the baby because of how generous people have been. So that's been really great. So yeah, really the only other thing we've changed about our bedroom, other than having the little mini crib and the rocking chair over here, is that we have got this new-ish IKEA shelving unit, which has worked well because we can't really afford to have baby-specific furniture in our place. So instead, we just have our wonderful shelving unit that gives us room for baby clothes, for our clothes, for books. We've got everything over here from our nice handmade blankets from friends and relatives. We've got like my clothes. I have like a little nursing station over here with some things I'll want postpartum and all that. And then got some books, got like a little tray for office-y things. Got some board games and some shoes way down here. Really, this can be whatever we want it to be. We like versatile items in a small space. And here's our little bathroom, which is, we make it work with the storage we have. We've got like a little medicine cabinet, some storage right here, and then we also have some over-the-door storage for random stuff. So yeah, this works out well for us, and we'll probably include the diaper pail in here as well once that becomes a thing, since we're doing cloth diapers. We've heard it's good to have it in a room with a vent just in case it starts to get a little smelly. But that's kind of a trial and error thing that we're going to figure out. I also have a tiny little pail hidden underneath our changing table over here, actually. If you look, it's hiding. This is also where our internet modem and everything live, because again, we can't really afford to have baby-specific furniture, so we just make things work for multi-purposes. And I think that's really about it. So as it turns out, having a baby in 500 square feet is not that different from just living in 500 square feet. We have our little crib for a baby to sleep in, and we have a little station for diapering, but and got some extra storage furniture, but that's really about it. So anyway, just as an encouragement to anyone who is crazy enough to have a kid in grad school, or when they're on a limited budget and need to live in a small space, it is possible. And yeah, please feel free to comment with any questions or, I don't know, concerns that you might have. I'd be happy to answer them. Okay, bye everyone.